Hey you guys, so we are gonna do things just a little bit differently today. Today we are doing more of like a get ready with me. I'm kind of gonna chit chat with you guys and let you guys get to know me just a little bit better. I'm trying to get used to talking to my camera, but if you follow me on Instagram, I did request that you guys help me out with a Q&A, or help me to get like a Q&A started here on my YouTube channel, because that would kind of give me a starting point as far as what I would tell you guys about myself. I really appreciate you guys for participating in this, because I felt like I didn't even really know what to get on here and talk about. So I was like, let me just see what people may possibly want to know, and I'll just start there. I just washed my hair and I let it dry in a t-shirt for about 45 minutes to an hour. It is hot as hell in Georgia, so I am just going to do like a sleek pony or a sleek bun, but I am going to actually follow a method that I saw here on YouTube. Let's start with the first question. What kind of equipment and editing software do you use? So I use, let's start with my camera. So the camera that I use is the Canon Rebel T5i camera, and I'm not sure when this camera came out. It may have been like 2015-ish, but anyway, I got it 2 years ago from my husband as a wedding gift. And it is probably the best thing that either one of us could have invested in, because it's so user friendly, especially for somebody who is not a big IT or camera person. I don't really know a whole lot about IT. Anything that I pick up or find out, I just kind of take to YouTube and Google and, you know, research a lot of things as far as how to use what I have. I don't have any like special lens or anything like that. I have the lens that came with the camera. And then as far as like editing software, I use, well, let's start with my hardware. So I use the Lenovo C540. It's an all-in-one desktop computer. And I also use Adobe Premiere Pro as my editing software for YouTube and my Instagram videos. For my leave-in, I'm using the Maui Moisture Heal and Hydrate Shea Butter Hair Mask. It can be used as a hair mask or as a leave-in conditioner. And this has been my ride or die leave-in conditioner for about a year and a half now. I think it's very lightweight. I use it more so as a leave-in conditioner versus like a hair mask. I just feel like it doesn't give me the slip that I want necessarily as like a mask to condition, like, because it's hard to pull through these curls, honey. As far as like a leave-in, yes, it's very lightweight. Oh, and it mixes well with other products like outside of this line, so I really like it. So I'm just going to saturate my hands in that and just kind of put it all over my hair. But as far as what to invest in, what I would say I would invest in first, if I'm as an aspiring YouTuber, I felt like my camera was the best investment first. So my camera probably was anywhere from, it came in a package, so it came with some other stuff, like some little accessories and stuff. But my camera was maybe like $700-800, I think. And to me, that was worth more, or I got more bang for my buck than I would if I had started with like buying a new computer or buying like a new phone. Because I don't know if y'all realize, I didn't even realize because it's been so long since I got a phone. Phones are freaking ridiculous. I mean, I know it just gets added to your plan every month, but damn, like, phones are more than computers a lot of times. I felt like my camera was the wisest investment to make first. It is compatible with everything that I own already. And yeah, I use Adobe Premiere Pro that is compatible with Apple and PC devices. So I definitely have been happy ever since I upgraded to them from Windows Movie Maker, because Windows Movie Maker, it was a good starting point, but there's so much more you can do with Adobe that you can't do with such a baseline software. And I still haven't learned all the ins and outs of Adobe, but I can just see the possibilities, like just by surfing through that software and just kind of learning. So yeah, so that's what I use for equipment and editing. My next question was, will you be doing one-on-one classes? You know, I haven't really thought about doing one-on-one classes, and I'm assuming that this person is asking, like, will I be doing one-on-one classes for makeup, because makeup is what I promote the most on my Instagram page. I have not ever considered or thought about doing one-on-one classes, but I'm totally open to it if it's something that you guys would be interested in. Like, if anybody lives in my area and was interested in me doing a one-on-one class, I am certainly down to do that. So yeah, I would totally do a one-on-one class. How did you get started and what sparked your life in beauty? So this is actually kind of like a cool story that I like to tell. I'm gonna take the African Pride Black Castor Miracle. It's a hair and scalp sealing oil, and I'm just gonna kind of coat my scalp with that, especially like areas like the crown of my head where I get really dry. Basically, how I got started was when I first went natural. Me going natural with my hair was what kind of sparked my life in beauty. So when I decided to go natural, I wasn't on this super woke kick. Like, I wasn't like, oh, you know, yeah, I'm about to be a natural queen, perms are the devil. Like, no, perms ain't never did me wrong. So it wasn't even like that when I went natural. I'm gonna take the Lotta body with coconut and shea oils wrap me foaming mousse, and I am just going to put that on my hair to kind of smooth it down. So yeah, it wasn't even like a anti-perm type of movement. Really, I just thought, it was like back in 2015, and I just felt like natural hair was so cute, especially when it was like short. And at the time, I was wearing like a short little pixie permed haircut, like, or relaxed haircut. And I said, you know what, it's about to be summertime, because it was like the summer months when I made the decision to do this. So I was like, you know, it's about to be summertime and I'm about to switch it up a little bit, because I am so like not a risk taker usually when it like comes to my hair and stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit, and I am going to let my perm grow out. Anyway, excuse this like deodorant residue under my arms, y'all. I'm so tacky. But anyway, yeah, so I basically was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this like on some like trendy shit. So I got my braids so I could let some like new growth come in a little bit. And you know, my hair was already short, so I was not pressed to like hang on to any strands, because my hair was like super short. It was just relaxed. So I was like, okay, so now that I got a little bit more grip and some of it is new growth, I'm just gonna cut the perm off and just, you know, wear this little short TWA and, you know, get it popping for the summertime. Now I'm gonna take some Eco Styler gel. I use the crystal gel, and I'm gonna just go over top of that. So yeah, so it wasn't really totally what I expected. Like, it didn't have like my head wasn't like the shape that I thought it was gonna be and stuff like that. But I was like, it's cool, like I'm gonna make it work. My husband took me out to dinner that night because he was like, oh baby, you're so beautiful. He felt bad for me, y'all. I love you, baby, you're so sweet. And so he tried to make me feel good by taking me out. And he was like, you know, you here now, so just embrace it. Like, I think what you're doing is dope. And I'm like, bruh, stop saying what I'm doing is dope. Like, I'm not doing this because I'm trying to like eat healthy or nothing like that. Like, I'm just doing this because I thought it would be cute for summertime. So that's how I got turned on to YouTube. So my friend, she had gone natural and she had big chopped like twice. Now, I don't count what I did as a big chop because, like I said, my hair was already short. But my friend, she had big chopped like twice. And she was like, you need to start watching YouTube videos. I'm trying to tell you, like, you can get your whole life on there. They will really show you different little styles and tricks. And, you know, I'm like, I don't know. I just wasn't really into watching YouTube. Oh, my God, y'all. When I tell y'all I became so obsessed with YouTube, it was not even a game. So then once I figured out how to like slay my little afro or whatever, or I ain't even gonna say I was slaying it, because I feel like I want to start my natural hair journey again, because I feel like I've learned so much on this one that I just would do things like so much differently the next time around. Yeah, I'm gonna use the African Pride Black Castor Miracle Braid Lock and Twist Gel. It's like an edge control, and I'm gonna use that on my edges real quick. So anyway, yeah, so I took a lot of pride in my hair, and you know, it was like when I got the pixie cut, it was like I felt like I had stripped myself, but I still hadn't really stripped myself, because I was still like wearing it straight and still, you know, going to the salon often to stay on top of it and keep it done and polished. And, you know, it was still a very polished look and a high maintenance thing for me. So when I went natural, that's when I saw how plain I really was. Like, I was like, girl, this Carmex you wearing every day is not gonna hit. I was like, well, let me buy some makeup, just figure out how to do a basic face, because I am still I've always been like a very do-it-yourself kind of person. Because even though I went to the salon a lot with my short hair, I still even learned how to like mold my hair down myself and like style it myself, because I just couldn't do that salon every 2 weeks kind of gig. My YouTube watching went from natural hair to like makeup tutorials. So basically my love for YouTube and beauty just kind of expanded and expanded and expanded, and I became like obsessed. And so then what kind of kept me stuck on makeup was these girls was like really beating the hell out of their faces. Like, I'm just like, damn, I'm thinking that you gotta go to a MAC counter. I used to be so fascinated by girls that worked at MAC until I saw these girls on YouTube. And so then I was like, bruh, I want to step my game up. It's like I just got this strong desire to get good as these people I was watching. So I became like a product junkie for both hair products and for makeup products. And I was just like really that's what I invested in. I was buying makeup instead of clothes. I was like spending more money on makeup than I was spending, like, I stopped getting my nails and stuff done. Like, I was just spending all my extra money on like makeup products and brushes and just trying really hard to just get better and better and better. So that really is kind of what sparked my interest in beauty. The next question is, how do you maintain your skin's clearness? It's gorgeous, by the way. Thank you so much, girl. Thank you. I ain't never been told I got gorgeous skin. I don't really put myself in the gorgeous skin category, so thank you. I really appreciate it. So yeah, let me just be honest. I was doing all the wrong things by my skin. Oh, really quick, just to finish off this bun, I am going to use the Sebastian Shaper Dry Brushable Hairspray for some hold. I just recently started a skincare routine. I don't know if I'm gonna put that video up before this one comes out. More than likely I will. So if you watch that video, you've already seen that I really never had a skincare routine. But luckily I was blessed enough to keep clear skin for the most part, and a lot of it at the time had to do with like my birth control, because birth control pills will have your skin like milk and honey, girl. Like, I don't know, you can really put your skin through some shit, and birth control will hold you all the way down. And I think that when I went natural and started putting less chemicals in my hair, I probably got off my birth control pills like last year, 2018. I did not get that really bad those really bad breakouts anymore, and I think a lot of it has to do with me changing what I was doing to my hair. I also have again adapted or tried to adapt a better skincare routine, which I will insert at the end of this video if you guys are interested in watching it. I'm kind of still learning as I go as far as what my skin likes and what my skin needs, but I mean, I guess to keep it clear, less is more when it comes to my hair products. Like, I just did a lot of steps just now because I followed somebody else's hair routine, but usually I keep my hair products to a minimum. I try to cleanse my hair frequently. I try to wash my face 2 times a day at least. I also try to educate myself on my skin type and not use products that are not going to be compatible with the type of skin that I have. But again, I'm still learning that, so we'll see. Yeah, I try to also make sure I cleanse all my makeup away before I go to bed. I never go to bed with makeup on my face. I don't care if I'm sick. I don't care if I am drunk. I don't care if I am totally exhausted. Like, no matter what the circumstance, I always make sure that all of the makeup is off my face before I lay my head on that pillow. Let's see. So next question is, what are your must-haves and your absolutely will nots? I think the must-haves portion of the question is probably the more difficult to answer, so let me think about that for just a second. What is like a holy grail that I don't see myself straying from anytime soon? I would say my must-haves, and I'm just going to talk about in general. My must-haves in general would be shea butter because I do have like some dark spots on my chest and on my face that occasionally come up, and just they're hard to get away from. So I always try to keep shea butter, the raw shea butter, my Morphe setting spray. And this setting spray, it lasts a very long time. It is a very good setting spray. One of the best affordable setting sprays that I've ever tried. And I love that it's an aerosol. Like, they really changed the game with this. Morphe, you did your thing. I really like Anastasia Beverly Hills products. And so let me tell y'all my thing with Anastasia. Anastasia, to me, was like one of the first high-end products that I could really invest my money in, because it's like not drugstore, yet it's still affordable. A lot of my makeup kit is Anastasia Beverly Hills, and that's because when I was starting out, I just could not invest in $50 a bottle foundations. Like, I just couldn't. So I was like, you know, I really liked Anastasia because while she was still considered like somewhat a high-end brand, a lot of her products were very much within reason in terms of price, but they still give you the quality of, you know, a high-end brand. The Maui Moisture Shea Butter Hair Mask, I have not strayed from this since I bought it a year to 2 years ago. I always go back to this as my leave-in conditioner. I even use this to moisturize my hair in between washes when it's just getting dry and it just needs some moisture on it. That is definitely a must-have. Real Technique sponges, definitely a must-have. I think they definitely rival the Beauty Blender in terms of like softness, and the price you cannot beat. The Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. Best drugstore foundation on the market that I have used by far. The e.l.f. foundation blurring brushes, must-haves for sure. They are like $6. Cannot beat that price point, and these blend in your foundation so beautifully. Oh, let me tell you guys about this brush cleaner. It's the Cinema Secrets Pro Cosmetics brush cleaner. A pro artist actually put me onto this brush cleaner, y'all. Lord, it is so good. When I tell you, like, it really melts the makeup off your brushes instantly, and it disinfects, so I don't have to shampoo my brushes like every week. Like, I can literally just dry clean them with this. Oh, and when you're cleaning them with this, yeah, they, like, you just rub them off on a napkin and it comes off dry and clean. Best product I have ever invested in. Like, it's so hard for me to keep my brushes clean with as often as I do my makeup, and that really changed the game for me. My camera is also on my must-have list. And my ring light. When I got my ring light, y'all, I felt so professional. Like, I felt like the real deal when I got my ring light, and it really made my pictures and everything so much better. And I will try to link the information as far as where I got my ring light down below. I got it off of eBay, and it is like the best thing ever. It just really enhanced my work to me and how it showed up in pictures and everything. So yeah, my ring light is definitely like bomb. Now on my absolutely will nots, this is not products. So on my absolutely will not list, this is more so terms of things that I'm just not gonna do. And one of those things is I'm going to try to build my following as authentically as I can. So one of my absolute will nots is purchasing followers, asking people to follow me. Like, of course I'm gonna ask y'all to follow me on Instagram, and I'm gonna ask you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, but like commenting in somebody's comment section, like, please follow my page, like, no, I'm not doing that. That's just not me. And then another thing that I absolutely will not do is invade someone else's creative space. What I mean by that is there are people that I know, there are even people that I don't know, but I follow and have been following for years and just feel like, girl, we friends, I know you personally. But what I would never do is like invade another artist's personal space. Like, for instance, I work with a pro artist and I assist her with weddings and stuff. Now, she invited me in. Like, I did a makeup look that was inspired by work that she did on me, and that's kind of how she saw my page. And was I thinking that she was gonna see that and like ask me or, you know, invite me to work with her? No, I did not. I just wanted to pay homage because I think she is bomb. I think she is very, very good at what she does. And it was just a lot of things that I liked about her as an artist. I just like how she moves. So basically I didn't do it for, you know, to collab with her or anything like that. But she did invite me to work as her assistant. So yes, that I will do. But what I'm not gonna do is reach out to another influencer, especially somebody that I feel like has put in the type of work where they're a little bit more elevated as far as like where they are in their journey versus where I'm at, and ask them to like collab with me or ask them to like join with me and, you know, do like a joint thing. And the reason for that is because creating content is a lot of work, which is why I tend to slack. Like, when you have a life outside of this and then you're trying to create content and you're not getting paid for this content, like the only thing that you're getting out of it is the joy of accomplishment. I feel like people that reach that level where they are actually finding this lifestyle to be lucrative for them and they're getting more out of it than just a hobby at this point, I feel like they work for that. So one thing that I absolutely will not do is try to ride the coattail or try to collab or try to jump on the bandwagon of somebody that put in that kind of work, because it's somebody who has kind of seen firsthand the kind of work that it takes to get to where some of these people are. To me, it's just kind of like an insult to invade their personal space and be like, hey, you think you could collab with me? Or hey, do you think you could promote my page? Or hey, do you think you could follow me? Or to ask them to take any of their hard work and invest it into me, because that's not what this is about. Like, they got into this, they got their own goals, they got their own shit going on. So it's not for someone else to try to jump in the mix of that and elevate themselves. You gotta just do what they did. I mean, you gotta, hold on, I have to stop talking while I'm carving my brows, so let me just finish this statement. But basically, you kind of have to get it for yourself. Like, you can't depend on the work of someone else to get you where you're trying to be or where you're trying to go. So something that I absolutely will not do is ask someone else to boost my my following. That's gonna have to totally be in my own personal efforts. Now me, I am a very open and bubbly person. I am not selfish with knowledge whatsoever. Any question anybody want to ask me about my equipment, girl, how much you pay for this, where did you get that, how did you learn how to do this, how did you learn how to do that, I will share all the research with you. I will send you links. I will send people YouTube videos that help me learn how to do some shit. But if I'm vague with you, or if I'm seem like a little bit standoffish about something you asking me, it's probably because I am questioning your interest at the time. Because to be honest, sometimes it's people that's not even really interested in what you got going on. They just kind of want to be nosy, or kind of want to like see where your head is at, or just see what you're trying to do. Like, what's she trying to do? Like, and if I get that kind of vibe with you, or if I feel like you're the type of person where if I was to pose the same questions to you, you would give me the cold shoulder, or, you know, shun me, like I'm trying to like invade your personal space, then that's kind of like the feedback that I'm gonna give you. But yeah, I don't know, I just feel like that's just an absolutely will not. Like, I'm just not gonna try to cheat. I'm not gonna try to use a cheat sheet or an easy way out. I love to watch other people from the ground up. It is so inspiring to see people grow in so many aspects of life, and it really motivates me, and it just shows me what good hard work ethic will do for me. So the last thing I'm gonna do is try to like skip over the process and try to jump to where somebody else's is at just by working with them. I think that was the end of that question. So hopefully that was answered. Yeah, I'm not gonna piggyback off somebody else's work. That's an absolutely will not. And you know what's so funny? The person that asked that question, I don't even think that she felt like that's where I was gonna go with that. I think she was asking me that because she's a person that I told that I absolutely will not ever switch to Apple. You know, I know that Apple has like this really cutting edge technology. I can't deny them that. And you know, a couple people have told me like, you're gonna have to switch over to Apple eventually. So it's like an ongoing like, no I'm not. No, I'm not ever switching to Apple. But no, so she probably didn't even expect me to take that question that route. But no, actually Apple is not on my absolutely will not list, but clout chasing definitely is. What do I struggle with as far as content? I mean, I kind of struggle with, so okay, what is gonna be my niche? Like, what is this channel going to provide people with? And you know, figuring that out, and then also constantly trying to keep the content going and keep it interesting. Yeah, but what I am really proud of myself for, if I can just toot my own horn for a minute, I'm really proud that I am kind of promoting my YouTube journey a little bit more, because I was really nervous about coming on here and trying to start a channel, because I was so worried about looking crazy or people judging the fact that I was even trying to start a YouTube channel, which why I even would give a fuck about something like that, I don't know. I just did, guys. Okay, sometimes we care about what people think. Yeah, I actually am really I'm really proud of myself for wearing it on my sleeve, like wearing my goals on my sleeve and putting myself out there just a little bit more. But I do struggle with content a little bit as far as like staying consistent, but I just got to learn to roll with the punches. And when things come up in my life, I gotta learn to like keep it pushing and treat my YouTube channel like a job, and not stop my content just because something in my life has changed. What advice would I give to starting YouTubers or people that want to start a YouTube channel that have doubts? I would say just do it, because I should have started this channel back in 2015, back when I first fell in love with YouTube as a platform, when I was watching so many people like put themselves out there and evolve, and just in awe of YouTubers and influencers. I mean, YouTube and the internet is forever evolving. It's waiting for no one, and I don't think it's ever too late, but I definitely think that when you start it could make all the difference for you. Like, imagine how YouTubers feel who've been on here like before it was a thing, when it was like super low key and not so much pressure, and probably not even so many like hate comments and things that people have to deal with now. I mean, there probably was always like people hating, but it's probably like at an all-time high now, just because YouTube is like really a thing. But yeah, I just think that the only advice that I would give, and even if you're not trying to be a YouTuber, if you're just wanting to do anything that you have doubt about, or that you fear that you're not gonna execute as well as you probably will, and you just have fear of starting something, I would just say go ahead and start it. Whether it's YouTube, whether it's singing, painting, photography, if it's a job that you really are passionate about and you are scared to apply because you feel like you're not a good fit for the company, like any goal that you have, I would say just dive in. Don't worry about what people think. Just try not to have fear holding you back, and you really will feel like it's like the best thing that you've ever done. I think it'll be really liberating for you in the long run if you just trust yourself and just do it. So y'all, I think that's all the questions. Thank you so much for participating in my little poll a couple weeks ago. Okay y'all, so this video was starting to get a little long, so I'm gonna go ahead and just finish this out with a voiceover and a few soft tunes in the background. I'm gonna do my eyes using the Juvia's Place Magic palette and my Morphe 3502 palette. Now I'm just going to cut my crease using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fawn. And don't worry if I forget to mention something or if you miss anything that I'm saying. I will make sure to list all the products used in this video in the description box down below. going back into the Magic palette, I'm going to take that light tan shade and I'm just going to pack that on my lid. And just so I don't lose any of that depth, I'm going to take that dark brown shade from the Morphe 3502 palette, and then I'm going to blend everything together using a large blending brush. Now I'm going to take the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation, and I am just going to pounce that all over my skin using a beauty sponge. Alright y'all, so I set my face off camera, applied my bronzer and my lashes. I did do just a little bit of an eyeliner just to conceal my lash band because my lashes were not going on as easily. I don't know what's going on. I really like my eyelash glue, but it's been turning on me lately. So anyway, but that's pretty much the end of this video. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit and tell you a little bit more about myself instead of only sharing makeup and hair content. So I hope that all of your questions were answered. Give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw here, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and also follow me on my Instagram account, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.